What's on your mind?
I want your complete attention.
I don't want money.
Tell me what you want.
I don't want medals.
All right, fool.
Riddle me this.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
Riddle me that.
English, motherfucker!
Yeah, whatever.
All right, that's it.
You gotta ask me nicely.
Sorry about that.
There's no telling what I may do.
How long is this going to take?
Pop quiz, hot shot.
Was that over the top? I can never tell.
What's up, guys? The time has come. It's competition time. It's Movie Cave Dave and Movie Cave Josh. I thought I'd bring him in to do the contest draw. He's been wanting to do YouTube videos. He's a little bit embarrassed, but it doesn't matter. He's only young. Look at him raising his eyes. Anyway, all the names I've put in a hat, if I can get that on the camera. Everybody's names are in there. I think 31 or 32 of you entered, so I want to thank you all for entering. All your questions to me were quality. I'll be doing the question video tomorrow and linking it together because it's nearly his bedtime and I need to get things sorted. So yeah, should we get on with it? Yeah, so I'll give it a little mix up, as you can hear. Go on then, have a little dig. Move it around.
I got one.
Definitely got one.
Mm-hmm.
Just one.
Mm-hmm.
Go on then.
Go.
Yep.
Should I read it out?
If you want. Drum roll. Drum roll.
Brrr, I can't do it. Big Al, 1982.
Show the guys. You have to look on the camera and you'll see where that's it. Excellent. Big Al. So there you go, mate. You've won the
E.T. spaceship box set.
with a digibook.
With a
E.T. digibook.
yeah, and the Jurassic Park steelbook.
So that'll be, if you PM me with your address, because I can't remember if I've still got it or not. PM me your address and that'll be on its way to you. As soon as I can get to the post office and post it out. Like I said, I'll be doing the questions, answering the questions tomorrow on the video, and I'll link these two together. So the lighting will be different and the view will be different, but it's the same video. So I want to, like I said, I want to thank everybody for entering and all the support and the extra subscriptions I got. So please like, comment and
subscribe.
And where they're going to subscribe?
Down below.
Down below. So yeah, this is Movie Cave Dave and Movie Cave Josh. We're out of here. Peace. What's up, guys? So here we are back after the draw. Like I said, I thought I was going to film it the next morning, but I thought I might as well carry on at night. It's just finished on the Belgium-USA game. So yeah, I just finished watching the football and I thought I might as well get the video done. Sorry about the lighting. I've got as much light on as I can. Hopefully everything's cool. And I've got all the questions on my iPad. And yeah, first of all I want to say congratulations to Big Al and thanks for my little boy Josh for wanting to get involved. He wanted to ask if he could be on the video and I said yep, if you want to be on there, you sure? Because he gets a bit embarrassed, like I said. And he did a good job. So he picked a worthy winner. Not that anybody else wasn't a worthy winner, but yeah, really, really good. So let's go on with the questions. First question is from a guy called CrackJulio05 and he wants to know what was my first Blu-ray that I owned. Now I think when I sold on my DVDs, I had two large bookcases, probably about 600-700 DVDs, and I sold them all on when DVD was still very popular and Blu-ray was very new. I first jumped on to HD DVD, and then that format died. So my first Blu-ray that I think I picked up, I'm pretty sure I still own, I think it was The Fifth Element, and that was from Virgin stores. And that was about $24.99 for a Blu-ray, so that's how long ago that was, and that was about 2006, 2007, something like that, early 2007. So yeah, that's your answer for that one, mate. Next one is from Big Lip Richie. What's up, mate? How you doing? It says, what other hobbies do I have outside of YouTube and movies? I've got my cooking. I like my cooking. I do like to go fishing, which is a bit of coarse fishing, nothing match angling or anything like that, but I like pike fishing, chub fishing. I've been featured in a couple of magazines. I like a little bit of photography, and probably from 2003 to 2005, I used to do I got back into my scratch DJing, which I was quite good at without being big-headed. And then prior to that sort of thing, I was in the late 80s, early 90s, I was scratch DJing as well. So I had some money come in, and I thought I might as well buy my decks again. So I bought some decks and got my old vinyl out, recollected some other old vinyl which I still keep in the loft, and yeah, that's the other hobbies. My team, Liverpool Football Club, obviously. I used to go and see them, but I don't really get a lot of time to go up there now. But yeah, that's my hobbies outside of movies and doing the YouTube videos. Apart from that, spending time with the family, playing with my boy at the park, teaching him how to fish. Yeah, that's about it. So thanks for your question, mate. Next one is JB Blu-ray 2020. What's up, mate? How you doing? What football team do I support, and Scottish football team do I support? Like I just said, my football team is Liverpool. Been supporting them since 1981, and the reason why I support them is my dad was a Gooner, and I wanted to be opposite. We wouldn't really get on, so I wanted to be opposite to him. I looked at the league, found out who was at the league at school, and who was at the top, and Liverpool were the big team in the 80s, so I just picked them, and it stuck with me ever since. And Scottish team, and not just saying it because you are, but it's Celtic, because of what Celtic did for the Hillsborough disaster with the match and things. So yeah, that's the reason why I picked Celtic. Next one up is Jonathan Thornley, and he says, what is my favourite TV series and why? It would have to be an obvious one for a lot of my casual viewers, normal viewers, sorry, and that's The Walking Dead. Absolutely love the show. I have been watching the season 1 and the end of what we're on, episode 6 now of Hannibal, and I think that's very good as well. The detail, the graphics. I like all my horror bits, so yeah, definitely The Walking Dead. It's an absolutely brilliant series. Every series for me has been fantastic, but I've always liked zombies. I've always liked horror, so for me, you know, with the plot, it's sort of, it allows my wife to watch it as well. She gets a little bit scared, but she's not too scared, so it's because it's got the storyline. The only thing she don't like is the walkers, and I said to her, well, it wouldn't be The Walking Dead without the walkers. So yeah, that's your answer there, mate. Then you've got Lisa 6577. When did I first get into movies? When I personally first got into them, it was I went to see Jurassic Park. I think I've said this on a video before. I went to see Jurassic Park, and it blew me away at the pictures. Obviously I've seen films before then, but this is me getting into movies personally. And a couple of days later, I went to my local AV, sort of quite a posh showroom place, and they did all high-end stuff, and they had a Dolby Pro Logic 5.1 system and Laserdisc import of Jurassic Park. They put that on. It was only a small room, and the bass from that absolutely made my trousers actually move at the bottom, and the bass was just incredible, and the sound behind me, the T-Rex roar, because it was a detached building, they could absolutely crank the volume up, and that just got me addicted to home cinema movies and in general. So yeah, prior to that, it was probably things like Indiana Jones and E.T. I remember seeing a pirate copy of E.T. But apart from that, it's got to be Jurassic Park that kicked it all off for me. And then I got into Laserdisc, buying Laserdiscs, VHS as well, then DVD, HD, DVD and Blu-ray. So yeah, that's your answer there, Lise. Geek Legion of Doom wanted to know, what movie do I think is highly overrated? I said this a few times on my videos. It's not the movie that's overrated, it's the actor that's overrated. And that is Drive. It's not, in my eyes, it's not, the film's good, but the guy is just so overrated. I've read so much stuff of what he is supposed to be, the next Jack Nicholson, the next this, the next that, and he's just not for me. Everyone else has got their own personal preference. I personally, you know, I've watched him in Gangster Squad, Only God Forgives, and his facial expression don't change. I've already done it, my impressions of him before, so I won't do it again. But yeah, it's Drive for me. Adam the Film Fanatic, did I have a specific film that made me admire movies, or did I just randomly just start loving movies? That goes back to the same question from Lisa, really, and that is the Jurassic Park. That just made me fall in love with the whole movie experience. It wasn't just watching the film like back in the early 80s where you just put the TV on and press play on the VCR. It was the whole experience for me. It took it to another level. So it was like, now I actually look out for the picture quality, the sound, as much as I do for the movie. So there'll be some movies that you guys own that I don't own, and a lot of that is down to audio and the visual. So yeah, I might be cutting my nose off to spite my face, but you know, there's no point me buying a film if I'm not going to watch it or enjoy it. So yeah, that's your answer there, mate. Marvel DC fans reviews says, how do I deal with negative comments or spam on my channel? Just ignore it, mate. It's easy. It's easy said than done, but it's easy. Just ignore it. And the fact that Google now are giving you the chance to report and you can actually delete the comment, it doesn't bother me whatsoever. There's always going to be haters out there, mate. Haters are just going to hate. Just keep doing your thing, and yeah, just ignore them, mate. I see the comments that some people leave on your channel, and just ignore them, man. Life's too short, mate. Just keep doing what you're doing and just ignore the idiots. Just ignore them. They're all muppets. Who else we got here? Geek Mythology blog wants to know what film of 2014 am I most looking forward to. I haven't seen Godzilla yet. I'm looking forward to that, but I think the most anticipated one that I'm looking forward to has got to be Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. From the last two trailers that I've seen, absolutely mind-blowing. Visually excellent, story-wise excellent, actors in it excellent, Gary Oldman, and yeah, definitely Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. So thanks for your question, mate. Then we've got Guerrera Movie House. What's up, mate? How you doing? How many tattoos do I have, and what are they? What are they all, and where are they, and if it's okay for me to tell and show you about them. So yeah, of course it is. I've got a Wu-Tang tattoo there, if you can see it. Absolutely love the Wu-Tang. I've had that about, I don't know, 15 years, maybe even longer, 16 years. So I've got a Wu-Tang one there, which I absolutely love. The one on my curve of my arm there, we got done on my honeymoon, but that's also the other star sign to Cancer, which is my star sign. Then I've got one on my arm, if you can see that, if I can get it in, which says my son's name, which is Joshua. Absolutely love that, if you can see it. Yep. Then I've got stars on there. I got stars before stars were popular. They're everywhere now. I got these in 2005 when we won. They're inside the stars. You can't really see the inside there, but inside the stars I've actually got dates of my football team won the European Cup. So I've got 77, 78, 81, 84 and 05. So that's what all the stars are, and they're filled in white. If you can, I don't know how much you can see, but they're filled in white. This one here I need redoing. I caught it on the fence and it gouged it out a little bit, so it's took the 05 off. But yeah, if you can see that, I made the guy, or asked the guy to fill it in and make it look like cracked marble. So that's what I've asked him to do, and like I said, I need to get the 05 redone. But yeah, they're all like that, and they follow, if you can see it, they follow the guy recommended in the tattoo shop to follow the muscular line of my arm. So yeah, that's my 5 European Cups. This was my first one I got when I was 20. I'm 43 now. I was 43 last Thursday. This one here was one I designed myself. Just trying to get the best camera view there. I just wanted to be a bit of a rebel against my mum. I told her that I had a tattoo done, and she was like, "You better not have done." And I said, "Yeah, I have." And yeah, that's the one I've got there, which is a guy. Let's put the iPad down. See if you can see it. Which is a guy, which I designed and drew, and the guy at the tattoo shop, he done it for me. So yeah, he's just carrying a naughty joint. So yeah, like I said, early 20s and things. But yeah, I was really chuffed with drawing that one and getting it done. And the final one is, if I could twist it round, is I've got one on my arm, and the one is for the quite a lot of things actually. The one organisation which I support wholeheartedly, I give money to each month, and that's to stop poverty, to cure AIDS, for to free, just to give everybody around the world the right to have the same rights as what we have, for the sake of a few pence. It's not about money, it's about voices, really. So anybody who's interested, I'm not going to be a preacher, sign up to one.org. It's free, you don't have to do anything, it's just your voice. They've got a shop on there as well. But yeah, it's a worldwide fund, and it's a well-worthy cause. And like I said, it's for so many things. It's just I'm quite a big U2 fan, so enjoying U2 and getting to know them as a band through concerts and things that I've seen them at. Yeah, the One organisation is quite close to my heart, so yeah, that's what the One stands for. It's also One as in one for one son, and yeah, that's it, mate. So yeah, that's my tattoos. I don't mind showing you, not a problem. Next up is Blu-ray Hoarder. What would my dream job be? What job did I dream of doing when I grew up? It could be the job I'm in now, and I didn't have a dream. To be honest, when I grew up I can't remember like wanting to be a fireman or wanting to be a police officer or in the army or anything like that. I just thought, I don't know, I don't really know. I don't even think I thought of what I wanted to be. I know the day I left school, my mother says, if you ain't got a job by the day you turn 16, you're out. Lovely mother. So the next day, the guy who lived up the road from me, he was like a managing director of an agency where they lease you out, if you know what I mean, temping. So I did some temping, started some washing up in big restaurants and places like that, and from there I got into catering, got into working for a company and ended up being a chef. They sent me to a certain company, sent me to college, and never looked back, mate. So it's the job I'm in now. It's not a job to me. I'm quite lucky that I can wake up every day, or the days that I need to go to work, and not be pissed off that I've got to go to work. I absolutely adore my job. It's not about where you work, it's what I'm doing, and every day's different. I'm quite a positive person, and like I said, I absolutely adore my job, adore it. And if you were wondering, I'm a chef. Next question is from Robert James. Why is hip hop my favourite genre? What was it, a certain group or a certain artist? What does it for me? We're going back to, again, probably late 81, early 82. I used to sneak down. My dad got a new hi-fi, which was the flat one, had a tape deck on the top and a record player on the top, and the tuner was on the front. And I used to sneak down early hours of the morning and used to listen to the original Capital Radio. And I tuned it in, just messing about, seeing what I could find, come across this music, and I thought, well, this just sounds pretty cool. Listened to it, and then that was it. I was addicted and hooked. I went through the whole electro era, through the political era of Public Enemy and KRS-One, through the era where they wanted everything banned because of Ice-T and NWA and all the songs that they put across. Now, if you look at it, it's so mainstream. I try and keep all my hip-hop and the tunes I listen to deep underground. I tend to listen to a lot of old school because it's old school and because it's not as popular. My boy likes Eminem. He's alright, but things like Jay-Z I have no interest in. All my stuff's underground, so if you've heard of them, you might have heard of them as a one-off, like they might have made it up the charts a little bit, but apart from that, they've never had number ones and things like that. Public Enemy, Ice Cube, Ice-T, KRS-One, Rakim, Dana Dane, De La Soul, you'll know De La Soul, oh God, Poor Righteous Teachers, Wu-Tang Clan, and then I'm also really I really like my DJs as well, so all my scratch DJs, Z-Trip, Qbert, I could go on for ages, Yoda, DJ Honda, yeah, so that's why, because I just tuned in one night, it caught me here, and that was it, hip hop for life, mate. That's my next tattoo, by the way. I've got it designed on my laptop, I'm still designing it. So yeah, thanks a lot, Rob. Next one is Daniel Mark. Why did I change my YouTube name? Because originally, when I spoke to my niece, she's got a blog, and I said, I'm thinking about doing a YouTube channel, what should I do it on? And she says, what do you enjoy? And at the time, I was thinking, well, I know more about hip hop than I do movies, which I still do. I still know more about hip hop than movies. And I thought, right, okay, I need a cool name. Hip Hop and Rap, 71, the year I was born, that was it. And I left the channel dormant. And then when I decided to do something, I ended up watching quite a few guys' channels who got me into YouTube, and I thought, I'm going to do it on movies. I've got a lot more movies I think there's a bigger base for the movies on there than there is hip hop, but there isn't really. It's about the same, so it's sort of a double-edged sword. But yeah, that's why I changed my name, because my channel had tunes in it, still has tunes in it now, but it is definitely more about movies. For you guys, for me, I like making the little beginnings and the edits, putting the beat over certain sound bites. So yeah, it's got a little mixture of everything, all mixed up in a little blender. Sassy Cinema 7, what is my favourite 80s film? Probably, I'm going to have to pick two on that one, and that is American Werewolf in London. It's absolutely classic and I love it to death. God knows how many times I've watched it. Absolutely unbelievable film. And that was probably the first film I watched on a satellite system that we had over here called Select TV. The guy across the road from me was quite rich, and he had Select TV, so I remember watching that, and I remember watching The Evil Dead. And my other one would probably be Trading Places with Eddie Murphy, Dan Aykroyd. Absolutely hilarious film, only in my collection, and it's yeah, that's my two 80s films. So there you go, girl. Thanks a lot, Nicole. It's a great question. Next up, Ben Parsons. This is quite a quality question, actually. What does my girlfriend or wife think of my addiction to collecting movies? Is she okay with it, or is she like, oh my god, when another one comes, you ain't even watched the other one that you got last week? No, she's alright with it, mate. She does start to worry. I've just put up a 3 extra shelves, which I'll do in my video after this. I've just put up some more shelves to make some room, so once they're full up, I have no idea where I'm going to go with my movies. But yeah, I'm just addicted to collecting movies. But I've managed to train myself now to only pick movies that I know I'm going to watch. And the thing is, I might sell a movie or move it on or trade it on, but then I'll see it again 2 or 3 months down the line on the TV, and I'll think, oh right, I'm going to have to go and buy that again. I'll go and look on eBay and people want 6 or 7 quid for it. So for me, it just makes sense to keep hold of the movie. So yeah, thanks a lot, geezer, and hope Spain's doing well. And I don't mean in the World Cup, I mean like the weather. Bebo18, why do I love movies so much? I don't know really, that's quite a good question. It's different, it's the same question as the other ones, but answer wise, I think for me, like I've said, it's the whole audio and visual experience. When you can have the bass and the surround sound and the picture that, without sounding big-headed, that I have, it just changes the whole, it brings a whole new sense of punch to the film and excitement to the film, you know. I watched Lone Survivor last week for the first time, and every gunshot from each different gun was different. It absolutely sounded amazing, so that's why I think I love movies so much. Definitely the sound and vision. Enter the Yoda, what was the first thing I bought that got me into collecting in general? That will have to be, I was bought the little tiny army books. I can't remember what they were called. Little tiny things when I was 8 or 9, but that didn't get me into collecting. That's the first thing I remember owning as a collection. But the thing that got me into collecting was vinyl. Vinyl all day long, mate. I had probably over 1,200 12-inch dash LPs. I never bought, well, I say I never, I had the odd, I must have had about 27 inches, but it was vinyl all the way, mate. And all of it was hip hop, then it went to drum and bass. So all hip hop, drum and bass, instrumentals, just so I can do my own mixing and my DJing, and yeah, that was it, mate. So definitely vinyl. Thanks for your question, big man. Proud Geek 08, what is my most prized possession in my collection? It doesn't have to be the most expensive, just if I had to keep one thing, what would it be? If I had to keep one thing, not film, one thing, that would be my Walking Dead Season 2 head, which you've already seen. The likeness is quite uncanny. Yeah, I just love it. It's just the way it's done, the detail, the way you can take the screwdriver out, the way the head opens up and the digipacks inside. I absolutely love it. I think McFarlane did an amazing job with what they've achieved here. Like I said, the brains all blown out at the back, and yeah, it's just, I saw it on the website, and then when they finally sent it out to me and it got posted, I mean, look at the detail. It's absolutely phenomenal. So that is my prized possession. Next one up, Diego Bluehead. which is sort of carries on to the next question, the previous question. If there was a fire at my place, knock on wood, and I had 3 steelbooks to save, which 3 steels would it be? One of them would have to be my Komichi Terminator 2 steelbook. Number 2 or 3 would have to be would have to be my Iron Man 1 steelbook, and number 1 would have to be my Jaws steelbook, because I love Jaws, and it's a really bland, boring steelbook, but yeah, that would be the 3. And you've also put, and who was the first subscriber to my channel, and who did I first subscribe to? Am I still sub to him or her? Yeah, I am. I think it was Orton Productions, which is Dan. I'm pretty sure, because I remember PMing him, asking him what not to do on the channels when it comes to sort of etiquette and things like that. So yeah, I'm still sub to him, and he's sub to me. He's helped me out a lot in the future, so there's loads of other people. I think after Dan, within a couple of days of subscribing, I was thinking, well, I wonder who else is out there. So I looked at Dan's, then there was Forkable, and then from Forkable there was Chris Blue. Chris Blue led me to Yardman's 5. Yardman's 5 led me to Buckaroo Banzai. It just went on and on and on. And American-wise, I think it was Cinema Sickness, and then it got a little bit too big, if you know what I mean, and I didn't really get a lot of replies back. I try and reply all the time to every comment. I don't just put thanks a lot, thanks a lot, thanks a lot. I try and put a bit of time into it. And I think the first one, apart from, I think it was sort of the Visual Expression, then Diego Bluehead, and then people like Logan Toxic popped up. So Logan Toxic and Leroy Green, 4K Cinema HD, Brett the Movie Guy, just everybody like that. So yeah, that's it, mate. That's the answer to that one. Big Block Blu-ray. What's up, James? How are you, homie? What is my favourite thing to cook and my favourite thing to eat? My favourite thing to cook is Italian. It's easy, but it's difficult to. It's easy, but it's easy to get wrong. Sorry, it's not a difficult thing to cook, but it's easy to mess up. And my favourite dish to cook is also an Italian dish, but there's 2. One of them's a chicken breast that you roll with spinach and cheese inside, and then once it's rolled you can put like a chili tomato sauce that I make fresh that goes over the top with some mozzarella, and once the chicken's cooked you put it under the grill, browse it off, and you serve that with spaghetti. And also I like making a long cooking, like it's about 4 to 5 hours, a nice long ragu, which is like a spaghetti bolognese, but you do it with big chunks of meat and let it cook down until it just turns into it's a proper Italian spaghetti bolognese. It's called a ragu, and it's really, really rich. Basically, when you curl your pasta in it and you lift it out, it actually coats itself. The meat actually sticks to the pasta. It's absolutely gorgeous. So that's my favourite country that I like to cook. It's Italian. Next up is John Steele. What horror movie that I currently don't own am I on the lookout for, and it could be from the 60s, 70s, 80s or 90s or whatever, and that I haven't been able to get hold of because it hasn't had a release in the UK, or it's not in my collection because the shipping is too high. Probably the Friday the 13th tin. I do like that tin. It's very nice. There's something about it. I don't know what it is. There's something about it. Before that, it was Dog Soldiers, but I've managed to get hold of that. So it's not Dog Soldiers anymore. It's the Friday the 13th tin. That was the next one down on my horror to get list. So yeah, I think that's it, mate. Just that one. Plus, we don't get releases like that over here. We're terrible with our release. Sometimes we get some nice stuff, but I would say, that's a rarity. I've ordered the Halloween set, so that's on its way and things like that. So you guys over there, you get something amazing stuff, and it'll be the Friday the 13th complete collection, the black tin. So yeah, I really love that. And thanks for your question, John. Your CDs are on the way, by the way, homie. Rob King, what did I want to be when I grew up? Like I've already said, mate, I had no idea. Got into catering, and that was it. Before you knew it, I was washing pots. It took me about 2 years to get. I was sitting washing pots and thinking, oh, it doesn't look easy doing all that cooking, like. And got asked if I wanted to try. Started trying it, enjoyed it. Went to college, come out of college, and ever since then, that was it, mate. The cooking. But it is a harder job than it looks than washing up. Sometimes I wish I would have stayed on the washing up side. Polished movies, Zoe 27. What was my first concert I went to? My first concert I ever went to, where I live in Milton Keynes, I lived in a state called Thurston, and right across that, I mean literally across it, was the Milton Keynes Bowl. And back in the mid-80s, you was able to hop over the fence, over the back, and not have to pay. And the first group that I saw live, or person that I saw live, should I say, was David Bowie. Didn't really know who he was or what he was, because I was only sort of 13. I've heard of him, but he wasn't my style. Then we hopped over and saw U2. Then we hopped over and saw Simple Minds. Then Simple Minds again. Then I saw a couple of DJs. Then I managed to get into Michael Jackson by hopping over. The first paid concert I went to was the U2 Zoo TV tour in the Birmingham NEC. So yeah, there you go. Thanks a lot, Zoe. JJ3628. What was my first ever special edition? Oh dear, I think it was a set which I got rid of. Oh no, I'll tell you a lie. We'll go back to my first ever special edition, and that was a Laserdisc edition. It was the US import of the 3 Star Wars films, the original Star Wars films. They looked amazing. Going forward to what I was going to say was, I think it was a wooden box. I think 4K Cinema HD's got it. It was a wooden box of The Wicker Man. It's got like the Wicker Man's actually burnt into the wooden box. So that was my first one there. Next up, we've got Big Al 1982, The Winner. If I could have a movie marathon in the cinema, what 3 films from any genre or era would I pick? I would pick probably action, and I would probably pick the I don't know, mate. Probably, if I can pick 85 to 95, let me do that one. Probably be Terminator 2. It would probably be Return of the Jedi, and Jurassic Park. There you go. Thanks, Al. Paddy Moran, if I was stuck for a year without no food, water or weapon in an apocalyptic world, or a world like the King Kong movies, what would it be, and do I think I'd survive? It would be the apocalyptic world, and hell yeah, I'd survive. Yeah, I think I'm pretty savvy. I think if a walker or a zombie came in my house, I'd know what to do. It'd be a bit freaky for the first time, but I think I'd survive. So yeah, the apocalyptic world, and yeah, I would definitely survive. I think I'd know what to do. I'd be sleeping up trees for starters. There you go. Thanks a lot, Paddy. Blue Askew, if I could bring together 2 movie characters in one movie, or what movie would it be? Like Freddy and Jason, or Batman versus Superman? It's never going to happen, but I think I would definitely like to see Marvel versus DC. It'd just be brilliant. But to get all those actors to play them roles, I just can't. If they pull it off, it'd be amazing. It's like what Stallone's done with the Expendables. To get all them actors on one set is brilliant. You know, the films are good. They're very good. But to get all the actors on one set is amazing. And if they could do that, it would be mind blowing. So yeah, that's your answer there, mate. Rory, did I tell my friends, or do I tell my friends I do YouTube videos, and what do they think about me doing them? Yeah, I tell them. They first laugh, they think I'm brave, they think I'm crazy, they think I'm talking down the camera to millions of people, when you're not really. You're just in your room talking to your camera. So I don't look at it as I'm talking to everybody, even though I'm expressing myself to everybody. And yeah, I'll tell my friends. I watch myself back to see what it come out like. So yeah, I don't mind doing that. I don't mind telling them we've got nothing to be ashamed of, is it? Do you know what I mean? Just sharing your passion for movies and what you love with other people. And You meet some nice people in the community. I spoke to a couple of people on the phone. I send emails to people who've sent me their email address. So I've made some good friends on YouTube. So yeah, it's not that you've said it, it's nothing to be ashamed about. You should tell everybody and anybody about what you do on YouTube, mate. It's brilliant. It's a great community. Blu-ray Madness. How many steelbooks do I own and how long have I been collecting? Collecting DVDs from when they first got released, which I think I've still got the invoice for. Now I think it was 96 and the player cost me £445 imported from America, and it came with Robocop or Godzilla. And I remember holding Godzilla up on the car window screen, because it wasn't even at the cinema yet, like showing off at the windows when we come up to roundabouts. And then from DVD I went to Blu-ray, and I don't know then, so that's got to be, I don't know, near six, doing my maths, 18 years, but I've had VHS as well, so 96, 2006, yeah, 18 years, something like that, but I've also had VHS, so about 18 years. As for the steelbooks, I think I'm at about 277 steelbooks, 277 steelbooks, something like that. It's definitely over 270, there you go. Dead by Dawn. What movie do I most want to own and why? If it's a collector's edition or special edition, does it have cool packaging? Is it a limited edition? Is it a cool box set and so on? I think the most intriguing one I'd like to own, and I don't think it's a Blu-ray, I think it's a DVD, and I can't remember what film it is, but there's a film out there that's got, the front slip has got blood in the slip, like a blood pack. I think that's what it's called. I can't remember the movie, and you can move the blood around, so it's nothing flash. I can't remember the movie, but that's the one. That is the one, mate. That's the one I would like to own, because I don't know, just be. I think that's just a brilliant idea. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, sorry about that, mate. That's all I can answer. I just can't remember the name of the movie. If anyone knows, leave a comment down below. Rob the Movie Collector. What was my first family pet and what was his name? My family, as in my mum and dad, or my mum, should I say, was a dog that we got from the rescue home that was beaten by chains. And when we first got him, he was skinny and he weed as soon as we said hello to him. By the time he was sorted and fixed, I was able to take him to the shops off the lead. He would go to the shops with me, I would put a packet of crisps in his mouth and he would carry him home, and then I could let him say go and he would open them. He was never bit of anybody. He used to sleep at the bottom of our bed. His name was Mister, yeah, an amazing dog. Just such a personality, you know. It was amazing. He did everything that you see other dogs do: paw, roll over, bark. He could whisper. You go whisper quietly and things like that. So yeah, Mister. That was the first family pet. And for my family that I've got now, which is my wife and my little boy, would be my cat called Jessica, and she's no longer with us. Next one, Yardman 5. What was my favourite 80s movie character? Freddy Krueger. There you go. I had posters on my wall of him. Yeah, Freddy Krueger. I used to love the Nightmare on Elm Street films. Still do. Still a great genre. And still a kicking franchise. I've seen some nice little pieces out there. I know you've got a Freddy Krueger statue, which is quality, but it would definitely be, yeah, definitely Freddy Krueger, mate. So yeah, I hope that answers your question. Thanks a lot. Next up, we've got Buckaroo Banzai. If I could play a character in The Walking Dead, not someone that is in it now, but either myself or a new character not yet seen, who would it be? Or would I get made up to be a walker or a zombie? I think I would play someone that hasn't been in it yet and hopefully will be in it. Is a guy called Ezekiel, and he's a owner of a zoo and he's got a pet tiger, and from what I've read in the graphic novels, he takes on a group called the Survivors, or Saviours, sorry, and yeah, that's all I can tell you really, mate. So Ezekiel, yeah, he's got dreads, and like I said, he owns a zoo. And I think he ends up falling in love with Michonne, so whether that'll happen, I don't know. They might kill her off, who knows. Carl van der Woning. What movie first made me love movies or made me start collecting films? I've already said that one, mate. Jurassic Park. Wild Mutation Blue. What video of his? You're mad. What video of yours has the song "How Soon Is It Now" by the Smiths in it? As a girl wants to know. I have no idea. Rooting through, God knows how many videos you've made. I know you're a wicked guitar player, but I'm not going through trying to find that bloody song. But a nice question. Tim Walker. If I could keep only one edition of my collection, what would it be? A steelbook, digibook, or even just my favourite movie? Which one would it be? If I could keep one, and it would be on the lines of I had to keep one and watch it, and that was it. I can only keep one film. It would be Jaws, because it doesn't matter how many times I watch it, it's still a brilliant film. I was going to swear. It's still a brilliant film. I bloody love it. It's an excellent film. I don't know what else to say, mate. Jaws, brilliant film. Tony has 9 fingers. What started me collecting movies? Like I said, a couple of answers back to Enter the Yoda. Vinyl made me start collecting movies, and watching Jurassic Park in a demo room on Laserdisc and hearing Jurassic Park. Mind blowing. And finally, Razor Wire Reviews, which is Luke. If someone came along and took away all my steelbooks, Amri's digibooks and everything, but said I could keep 3 films without the packaging, just the discs, what 3 films would it be? He said he knows I'm into picture quality and audio, but what 3 would it be? Number 1 is nothing to do with audio or picture quality. It would be American Werewolf. The next one would be Jurassic Park for audio quality, picture quality, and the movie. And the last one would be probably Trading Places, because I need a little bit of laughter in there. And Eddie Murphy does that for me. Until they bring Delirious out on Blu-ray, I've got it on DVD. It's one of the few DVDs that I own. That would be it. So yeah, it would be them 3 films, mate. So I just want to thank everybody for all the questions. I think that's 39 people that entered. All the questions. I hope the answers were cool for you. Thanks a lot for all your entries into the competition. I'm sorry I couldn't give away a prize for everybody. I really, and I mean this, I know people say it, I really do. I really wish that I could have done that, given everybody something. And it's about time an American won. I was hoping my son was going to be lucky and pick an American winner. So yeah, congratulations to Big Al. Thanks a lot to everybody else who entered. Please like, comment, subscribe down below, like me and my boy said. And that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope it hasn't gone on too long, but I wanted to get all your questions answered. And yeah, by the way, it's not brown, it's purple. It's just been put in, it's got to fade a bit. So yeah, Movie Cave Dave, I'm out of here. Thanks for watching. Peace.